Welcome to Prophecy Quiz. Today we explore one of the most sacred moments in the Bible, the death of Jesus Christ. This quiz will challenge your knowledge with 20 difficult questions about the events, prophecies, and details surrounding his crucifixion. If you find this content a blessing, please support the channel with your like and subscription. Let's begin, and remember, all answers are in the Bible if you know where to look. 1. What exact time did darkness cover the land during Jesus' crucifixion? A. From noon to 3 p.m. B. From sunrise to noon. C. From 9 a.m. to noon. D. After Jesus gave up his spirit. Think carefully. Correct answer, A. From noon to 3 p.m. Explanation: the Gospels record that darkness covered the land from the 6th hour, noon, until the 9th hour, 3 p.m., while Jesus was on the cross. This supernatural event was a divine sign of the gravity of his sacrifice. Matthew 27 verse 45. 2. What object was used to offer vinegar to Jesus while he was on the cross? A. A soaked cloth. B. A clay pot. C. A sponge on a hyssop branch. D. A cloth wrapped on a stick. Think carefully. Correct answer, C. A sponge on a hyssop branch. Explanation: John's Gospel records that a sponge soaked in sour wine vinegar was lifted to Jesus on a hyssop branch, fulfilling the prophecy of Psalm 69 verse 21. The hyssop was also used in the Passover, symbolizing purification. John 19 verse 29. 3. What was the name of the place where Jesus was crucified, and what does it mean? A. Gethsemane, press place. B. Bethany, house of the poor. C. Golgotha, place of the skull. D. Zion, mount of worship. Think carefully. Correct answer, C. Golgotha, place of the skull. Explanation: Golgotha, the Aramaic word meaning place of the skull, is where Jesus was crucified. The location is also known as Calvary in Latin, emphasizing the place of execution outside Jerusalem's walls. John 19 verse 17. 4. Who wrote that Jesus was obedient unto death, even death on a cross? John. B. Peter. C. Paul. D. James. Think carefully. Correct answer, C. Paul. Explanation: Paul wrote in Philippians 2 verse 8 that Jesus humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on a cross. This highlights the humility and sacrifice of Christ. Philippians 2 verse 8. 5. Which king became friends with Pilate on the day Jesus was judged? A. Caesar Augustus. B. Herod Antipas. C. Agrippa. D. Tiberius. Think carefully. Correct answer, B. Herod Antipas. Explanation: Luke 23:12 records that Pilate and Herod Antipas, who had previously been enemies, became friends on the day Jesus was sent to Herod for questioning. Luke 23 verse 12. 6. What did the soldiers do with Jesus' clothes when they crucified him? A. Divided them into 4 parts. B. Burned them as a Roman custom. C. Gave them to Mary his mother. D. Buried them with him. Think carefully. Correct answer A. Divided them into 4 parts. Explanation. The soldiers divided Jesus' clothes into 4 parts, giving each soldier a share, but cast lots for his seamless tunic, fulfilling Psalm 22 verse 18. John 19 verses 23 to 24. 7. Which Old Testament prophecy was fulfilled when Jesus was counted among the criminals? A. Isaiah 53. B. Psalm 22. C. Jeremiah 31. D. Ezekiel 37. Think carefully. Correct answer A. Isaiah 53. Explanation. Isaiah 53:12 prophesied that the Messiah would be numbered with the transgressors. Jesus was crucified between 2 criminals, fulfilling this prophecy perfectly. Isaiah 53 verse 12. 8. Which disciple is mentioned as watching the crucifixion from afar in the Gospel of Mark? Thomas. B. Bartholomew. C. John. D. No one is named. Think carefully. Correct answer D. No one is named. Explanation. Mark 15:40 mentions women watching from a distance but does not name any male disciple present at the crucifixion. Mark 15 verse 40. 9. What happened to the temple veil when Jesus died? A. It was torn from top to bottom. B. It fell completely down. C. It turned red like blood. D. It was consumed by fire. Think carefully. Correct answer A. It was torn from top to bottom. Explanation. The veil of the temple was torn in 2 from top to bottom at Jesus' death, symbolizing the removal of the barrier between God and humanity. Matthew 27 verse 51. 10. Who asked Pilate for Jesus' body? Nicodemus. B. Mary. C. Joseph of Arimathea. D. Simon of Cyrene. Think carefully. Correct answer C. Joseph of Arimathea. Explanation. Joseph of Arimathea, a secret disciple of Jesus and a respected member of the council, asked Pilate for permission to take Jesus' body and bury it. Luke 23 verses 50 to 52. Halfway there. Let's keep going with the second half of the challenge. 11. How did Pilate react when he heard Jesus was called the Son of God? He got angry. B. He laughed and mocked. C. He ordered another scourging. D. He became even more afraid. Think carefully. Correct answer D. He became even more afraid. Explanation. When Pilate heard that Jesus claimed to be the Son of God, he was more afraid and questioned Jesus further, aware that this charge was serious. John 19 verses 7 to 9. 12. According to Luke, what were Jesus' last words before he died? A. It is finished. B. Father, forgive them. C. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. D. I thirst. Think carefully. Correct answer, C. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. Explanation: Luke 23:46 records Jesus' last words as a quotation from Psalm 31 verse 5, expressing his trust and surrender to the Father. Luke 23 verse 46. 13. Which public figure washed his hands before the crowd to declare himself innocent of Jesus' death? A. Herod. B. Caiaphas. C. Pilate. D. Annas. Think carefully. Correct answer, C. Pilate. Explanation: Pilate publicly washed his hands to show that he did not want to be responsible for Jesus' death, although he ultimately authorized it under pressure. Matthew 27 verse 24. 14. Why did the Jews ask that the bodies be taken down before sunset? A. To avoid desecrating the Sabbath. B. To prevent idolatry at the site. C. Because it was forbidden to leave bodies exposed. D. Because a ceremonial fast was starting. Think carefully. Correct answer, A. To avoid desecrating the Sabbath. Explanation: Jewish law forbade leaving a body hanging on a tree overnight, especially before the Sabbath, which coincided with the Passover that year. John 19 verse 31 / Deuteronomy 21 verse 23. 15. What natural phenomenon accompanied Jesus' death besides the darkness? A hurricane. B. A strong earthquake. C. A lunar eclipse. D. A hailstorm. Think carefully. Correct answer, B. A strong earthquake. Explanation: Matthew 27:51-52 describes an earthquake that split rocks and opened tombs when Jesus died, signifying a cosmic upheaval. Matthew 27 verses 51-52. 16. What is the traditional name of the centurion who recognized Jesus as the Son of God? A. Longinus. B. Claudius. C. Cornelius. D. Titus. Think carefully. Correct answer, A. Longinus. Explanation: Though not named in Scripture, Christian tradition calls the centurion who proclaimed Jesus as Son of God Longinus. Matthew 27 verse 54. 17. What happened to Jesus' tomb after his death? A. Destroyed by Roman soldiers. B. Sealed with a large stone and guarded by soldiers. C. Opened immediately by the disciples. D. Covered by a sandstorm. Think carefully. Correct answer, B. Sealed with a large stone and guarded by soldiers. Explanation: To prevent any theft or deception, Pilate ordered the tomb to be sealed and guarded by soldiers. Matthew 27 verses 62-66. 18. What word did Jesus use to ask for wine while on the cross? Water. B. Vinegar. C. Wine mixed with myrrh. D. He asked for nothing. Think carefully. Correct answer, B. Vinegar. Explanation: Jesus asked for vinegar, sour wine, to drink while on the cross, fulfilling Psalm 69 verse 21 and expressing his physical suffering. John 19 verses 28 to 29. 19. Which psalm did Jesus quote when he cried, my God, why have you forsaken me?" A. Psalm 22. B. Psalm 23. C. Psalm 51. D. Psalm 110. Think carefully. Correct answer, A. Psalm 22. Explanation: Jesus quoted the opening verse of Psalm 22, a prophetic psalm describing the suffering Messiah in great detail. Matthew 27 verse 46. 20. Who was entrusted with the care of Mary, Jesus' mother, after the crucifixion? Peter. B. John, the beloved disciple. C. James, Jesus' brother. D. Joseph of Arimathea. Think carefully. Correct answer, B. John, the beloved disciple. Explanation: Jesus entrusted his mother Mary to John, ensuring her protection and care after his death. John 19 verses 26 to 27. Conclusion: the death of Jesus was the fulfillment of many prophecies and the central event in God's plan for salvation. The darkness that covered the land from noon to 3 p.m., question 1, reminds us of the immense sacrifice he made. By understanding these details, our faith grows deeper and our appreciation for his love increases. Keep studying the Word and may God bless your journey.